Well, I mean, a very quick analogy I would say is, if you know girls who do OnlyFans, you probably know lots. You live in the United States.
Yeah.
Ask how many work for a management agency.
Most of them.
Half, 70%.
Most of them. They have a guy that does all the messages and everything.
I was running a company that did that before OnlyFans existed. So that's the most simple way I can break it down. So all the people, as you said, who said, oh, they made their money kidnapping people or trafficking people. I mean, it's totally ridiculous. I was just one of the pioneers in the e-girl management industry. That's essentially what I was doing, and that's how I made a lot of money. But yeah, I've dealt with simps professionally for many years. I'm no longer in that industry, just for the record.
I know. Do you have any guilt with it now? Because I would say most of the guys that watch your stuff are maybe like former simps or people trying to better themselves. You have a lot of people, whether or not like you really are trying to garner that audience, a lot of people that watch you are trying to improve and get motivated by your message. Do you have any guilt for the fact, like, I kind of like compare it to crack dealers. Like, crack dealers is like, they're not trying to ruin people's lives, like, but ultimately the person you should blame is like the politicians who started the war on drugs. And they always like have that analogy in movies about drugs of like, should the drug dealer feel guilty? I'm wondering if you feel any guilt about that, but I could see that you don't.
Well, I don't. And the answer is because, to be honest, over half the people who use webcamming websites use them in a very healthy way. There are people who would, want interactive live naked chat with a girl who were injured veterans, people who were in unhappy marriages, and they really got something good out of it. They had a positive experience out of it. There are people who were addicts and really went down the rabbit hole and destroyed themselves. But I'm no sorrier for them than the Cuban man who rolled this fine cigar is for me if I were to contract mouth cancer later on in life. People are responsible for themselves. People make their own choices, and you can't police addiction by taking your product off the market or by closing your store down. If an alcoholic comes to your bar every day and orders 2 bottles of vodka, drinks himself to death, and goes home and beats his wife, closing your restaurant isn't going to help that man. No. He's going to find his vodka somewhere else, he's going to continue his problem, and you're going to end up broke. It's just money that's going elsewhere. So no, I don't regret it. It's part of my origin story. It's something that I wouldn't get involved with today simply because I don't need to, but the industry is full of happy, healthy, rich people. I mean, the girls are happy, the managers are happy. There's very little violence in that industry. Women are by themselves. They're safe. They're in a room alone. It's not like working at a strip club.
The women are safe.